Programming 101. Hey, hello, my name is Neil Beresford. A little bit of brief history about me. I'm a programmer. I wrote my first program in the 70s, predominantly assembler in the 80s and 90s, and then unfortunately I went over to C, C++ and C#. I'm currently an embedded software engineer, primarily using C on fairly small CPUs, but we're not concerned about that. The main aim of this series of videos is for the budding programmer that wants to write their own game. So yeah, that would be fantastic. I think the aim of this is to write Space Invaders, but we need to get you all set up first. First of all, I'll just show you. This would be the environment that you'll be working in. It's Visual Studio 2017. I'll tell you how to download that and set it all up. We'll be using Xna 4.0. You might be thinking, why am I using Xna and not a more modern one? It's because it's all set up. I have got instructions for setting up. We'll go through them. Don't be daunted by them. If you follow the steps, you'll have everything up and running, and that'll be great. Okay, I'll go for as much as I can without ruining my install. So that's the primary aim of this first video, is to get you installed. First I'll show you, it's an old effort I started to write quite a few years ago. So I found it. You'll see primarily it's about Defender, an old 80s game. I think it was 1980 by Williams arcade machine. Really good. So we'll run it. This is me, as you'll see. What it shows you how to do text onto a screen, get a surface up and running so you can run it, get your proper game. It has a particle engine. Don't get overly daunted by the fact that I'm using phrases like particle engine. It's quite a simple process, and that's doing the stars. There's a little scrolling message, because every game has to have a scrolling message. And yeah, it's got options that aren't actually being used apart from a single game. So we'll just click that. It takes us into level 20, and things will appear up there. You see the scanner at the top. Ignore the jerkiness, it's because it's running in the debugger, which I'll go through a little bit. We don't have to do much of that. I'll just show you a little bit of this so you can see it's all action-packed, things happening on the screen, nice and colourful, and it's all stuff that I did a long while ago. And yeah, it just shows you the sort of things that we'll be doing when we write our Space Invaders game, because that's very simple. Well, simpler than this. Not that this is overcomplicated, but it just shows you it's good fun. And the aim, I'll just quit that because it's distracting. The aim is to get you programming, because that's the thing. Young and old. I'm old. I am 52. I'll be 53 this year. I've been programming since I was about 12. When there was no computers at home. And yeah, it was when I went professionally programming, it was all assembler, which I love because it's very simple instructions. However, this will be programming in C#, and it will be great. And I will tell you now how to install it. Prepare for a good hour or so, as Visual Studio 2017 takes quite a while to install. You do want quite a big chunk of space on your C drive. If you install everything defaults, then it just makes it a lot easier to set things up, and there won't be problems. Okay, that's the one caveat. Big space on your C drive. And also, you do need a comfortable level of understanding of how to install applications, follow instructions, and not be, I suppose, intimidated by your PC. It's there, and you will use it. yeah, Space Invaders is a great game, and we will have something up and running. It'll be nice and colourful. It'll have star fields, and it will have bullets, game levels. It'll be very, very good. Very, very good indeed. All right, so let's start with the installation. Right, here we are. Visual, right, here is the web page. If you just in Google search Visual Studio 2017 download, and you will eventually come across this screen, or you could do this at the top, which I will leave in the instruction set for this video. So it's www.visualstudio.com/downloads/ and yeah, you'll be greeted with this screen. I am going to go for Windows, but I think you really need a Windows machine for this. I will state this at the beginning. Your machine, I think you do need a reasonable amount of memory and quite a goodish video card. I think most machines will have this. Yeah, just something that if you have a 10-year-old laptop that you bought for £200, fortunately you might not be able to do this. However, if you've got a more recent, even a laptop or a desktop, you should be able to quite comfortably do this. Okay, so here are the 4 options that Microsoft give you, but we want to go for the Visual Studio Community 2017. It's a free download. None of this will cost you 1 penny. It's all legal and above board. It's yeah, you will get a free copy of a wonderful IDE, which will enable you to write software for your PC. So once this is finished downloading, if I just go across to here, there are some options that you need to choose. So you will be shown the installer once it's started. Let me just get the hopefully this won't go, oh, I need to install some. All right then. Okay, so here's what you need. Here's what I have installed. All right then. Okay, I have, if you look down here, only one thing selected. Okay, you're given all of these under Windows. Go for .NET Desktop Development. Enable you to build the basic C# applications, and also Visual Basic and F#, which we'll only be doing C#. C# is a very, very easy language to follow. I won't say simple, but easy. We'll be able to muddle through together, and I'm hoping that with following some simple instructions, you'll have a basic idea. You don't need to understand what's happening underneath the bonnet, so to speak, but yeah, it will give you a very simple idea of what to do and stuff. Okay, so importantly, you select this one, which will be the .NET Desktop Development. It might already be selected, but definitely make sure you have that one, and that's all you need, and you just install them, and yeah, it won't take too long. It will take I think it's probably about 4 gigs, no more than that, but if you clicked on everything, you're talking 20 gigs at least. It's a lot. Okay, so once you've done that, you've installed Visual Studio 2017 Community Edition, we will go over to installing Xna. This is where it might get a little bit daunting. You will have to follow instructions. Someone has set up a simple 10 steps to install it. Okay, it is courtesy of Flat Red Ball. So you go to flatredball.com/visual-studio-2017-Xna-setup. I'll put that in the comments. So you should be able to see. Okay, so you first of all need to download the zip file. So you click on it, okay, and just do save. Okay, and that will save. Okay, after unloading the zip file, you have to unload it, to unzip it. Okay, so I will show you how I will do that, or other ways of doing that. So what we will do, we will open up an Explorer window. Okay, and I know it's gone into downloads. So we'll have a look up here, get the name, Xna. You see, I've already done it quite a few times. So it's Xna for okay, I've done here. Excuse everything else I've downloaded. Let's try. Xna. Okay, we'll do the one we downloaded, this one. So okay, all I would do is Control C, so, or you right click and find copy, and you copy it. I will then go to desktop and ignore everything on there, create a new folder, and you can name it whatever you want, and then you do Control V, or you do paste, and you paste and you have it in here. Okay, and it says unzip. Okay, so that means extract. So you just go down here, extract files. I will do extract here. Okay, I have 7-zip and WinRAR also. So, but you should be able to do that with Windows. If not, install 7-zip and follow 7-zip and just go extract here. Okay, hey, there it all is. In fact, I will show you 7-zip. You type 7-zip, download, and it will come up. So here, first one, click on that one. You see a whole load of download links. Go for, depending on your machine, most people have a 64-bit machine, so hit this one. So you just click download, and it will download, and then you just run it, and then it will install. It will extract itself and then install, and it's that simple. I won't install it because I've already done it. Okay, so going back to, these are our instructions. So what we've done, we are here. So if I move that over there and click on this, all right, so this is our instructions. So it says after downloading, unzip. We've already done it. So it's in here, and these are our instructions. There is a readme, but we just follow the instructions here. Okay, the unzip folder contains 4 folders, each containing an executable. Run these in order, very important. So you go to the first one and hit Xna Setup. So you double click Xna Setup, and no, DX Setup, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of other things. So you click on this executable, run it, and follow the instructions, and then it will install. You then go down to, I'm here now, Xna Framework 4.0 redistribution. So you double click in there, not double click in there, and you run this one. It's an MSI file. You just double click on it and it will install. Okay, so once you've done that, you then do the Xna Game Studio 4.0 platform tools. So double click there and double click on that one and install that. And finally, you do the Xna Game Studio 4.0 shared. Okay, double click on that. And that is that done. Okay, so I'll go back to here. So we have done 3, we're now 4. It says double click Xna Game Studio 4.0 VSIX. Ooh, there it is there. Okay, verify your version of Visual Studio is selected. If you get a message saying, oh, as if this is a problem, the installation will still work. Just follow that. I won't click on that because I've already done it. You click on it and follow the instructions. It is it's a Microsoft Visual Studio sort of extension, and that will install that. Okay. It then says create a new folder. C follows that one. Copy everything from this file into that file. Okay, so I will show you how to do that. First of all, it says create a new folder, and it's C/program files, Microsoft Visual Studio, blah blah blah. It's that one. It is here. Okay, so I'm highlighted that, and I will go copy. And well, actually, if I just do this, miss out the one prior and go copy, that will be easier. Okay, so bring up a new Explorer window, and I will go into here and go Control V or paste, right click and paste, and then you go enter, and it brings you up with the folder you want to be in. Okay, so that is that one. So I'll clock that one up there and move that one down here. And yeah, so we're in that folder, and then it says this one, you need to create Xna Game Studio. So you would I have it already here. You would right click, go new folder, and then you have to get it exactly right, Xna Game Studio in the right case as well. And that is that. I'm going to go to, so I don't delete everything. I'm going to right click and I'm going to remove that because I already have it here. So once you've followed this number 5, you will be in this folder and you will have created that directory. Number 6, it says copy everything from this folder to that folder. So it's C, program files, blah blah blah. You've got MS build, that. So okay, so you think that. So all right, so in this one we'll open up a new window, which is and we will plonk that one here, and I will highlight this first one. This is where we want to copy the stuff from. I'm using Control C, but you can do copy, go into this one, do paste, and you're here. Okay, so this one, so you want to highlight every file in here. So you just go mark them all, do only right click and go copy. So that's that done. Okay, so then you want to copy them into your, are you recognizing this? This is your folder that you've created. So if I go into here, I already have it. But if you right click and then go paste, it will copy the contents of this folder into the contents of that folder. So that is then 6 done. Ignore these because we installed to the default directory, and ignore that one because we we've installed to the default directory and we're not any part of TeamCity automated builds. Okay, this is our last little bit where we want to open the start menu and search for developer command prompt. So you have the start menu here and you just type developer. Right, so it's developer command prompt for VS 2017. Okay, right click on that and then run as administrator. Okay, and this will bring up this, which is basically a command prompt or a DOS prompt, whichever generation you come from. Okay, so that's there. And then this shows you where to get it. Okay, and it says execute the following command. Okay, so if I just do this, I actually want to highlight it. highlight it. Thank you, Neil. Okay, and do copy, go into here, and do paste. Okay, which it hasn't quite done that right. Okay, okay, so, oh right, it's done the CD. It has. Okay, it's done the CD, and it's going to run this second line. All right, there's 2 lines here. I always make things hard for myself. So if we copy that, put it in, we'd execute the first one, so it would CD into the correct location, which is here, and then you run this command. So all you do is just press enter, and it will run it. I won't press enter because I've already done it. Okay, so that's that. So once you've done that, so what you do, sorry, I'm a bit unclear. So you would highlight this. I do both lines, press copy, and let's just delete that. And let's do Control V. And right, so it's done the first one. We're now in the folder, and it's ready to execute the second command. All you do is press enter, and then it's that done. Brilliant. Okay, so at this point, you should have everything installed. What I will do is I will close this, and you will look for it. So what you do is go to Start and go Visual Studio 2017 and just click on it. Okay, and it will run. Okay, so at this point, you'll just have a start screen. Okay, and just to make sure everything's working, if you go to File and then go New, sorry if I can navigate probably, New Project, okay, and it will come down, and you will, if I just close these, it will be, you see, what's projects, you have to look for other languages, Visual Studio or Visual C#, and then go down, you will have XMA, Game Studio 4, and these are the choices that you get. We will be creating I think a Windows game. Yeah, that one. So we'll click on that one, and then we will at a later date create a new game, but we'll be doing that in the next part. So this is the setup for it. Okay. Just to summarize, I cancelled that. That was just proving that everything was installed. Okay. To summarize, you need to let's just make this a bit bigger please. Thank you. You need to download Visual Studio. Excellent. Click on this one and Visual Studio Community 2017, and then go to this page, which is courtesy of flatredball.com/video minus or hyphen studio minus 2017 minus Xna minus setup / and then follow these instructions, which I've just shown you. It's quite simple. Don't be daunted. A lot of people look at that and go, oh my lord, what am I going to do? Yeah, deep breaths, take it step by step, and you will have it installed, and it will be done quite quick. And from this point on, the world is your oyster. You are all ready to actually start the game, but we won't be. We will create a project, and I will go through some basics of C# that you really do need to understand. Don't be daunted by that. I'm very good at explaining things, sort of. And I look forward to seeing you in part 2 of this Programming 101 Space Invaders for the beginner. Oh yes, it will be fun. If you've liked this video, hit the like, subscribe for more videos. I primarily are a farming simulator channel, but this is just a passion, and I just want to share with you guys. All right then, well, have fun.